Alright, so for the final steps today, I gotta be honest, this has been, just like I said at the beginning of this episode, beginning of the last episode, this has just been so cool. I've had so much fun building this last 4 stages and filming these last 5 episodes, and it's just been an absolute blast being able to spend some time with this, an actual time where I've had to like think about it, build it. Oh, it's been amazing. I have done a little bit of work in between. I took some tape and taped around the edges of the what's it called, the shuttle bays, because I was a little worried about light bleed getting through there. I'm glad I took a look at that real quick. And yeah, just kind of worried about that and tightened up all my screws, make sure we're all solid here. And then we're going to be doing some work here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all my pieces off to the side. Let's go ahead and start. We're going to install our latches for the saucer section and battle section. So this is a really hefty piece. Once again, you know, it's a really attractive textured piece. It just looks so good. I'm really pleased with this piece, and it's a hefty boy. It's super heavy. So we're going to go ahead and set that down, and then let's go ahead and pop out our... no, they are metal. I said them in the unpacking they were plastic. No, these are definitely metal. So... oh no. They each have a different one, and I went ahead and just dorked it up. So, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't see. Oh, Jordan. Let's see here. Let's see if I can figure this out. Wow. What a bonehead. But then again, on the package, it didn't have... so are they 2 the same and the 2 the same? Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and just took a look at the diagram, and it's G, H, I, and J. Okay, so we are going to start with I, and that one is going to go in just like so. Okay, that's cool. It just kind of fit right into place. Then we're going to go to G. And G is actually going to slot in this way. I need to make sure that I'm getting my positioning right. Okay. This is going to be H. I see. And then by process of elimination. There we go. Okay. So now we are going to take... I'm going to turn this around, and hopefully those pieces stay in place. Just trying to follow what the diagram's doing here. There we go. So now I'm going to make sure my wires are pulled up and over so that we're not getting them in the way. And we are going to put this down so that the pieces line up. I see. Little slots there. Got that one wrong as well. Got those ones wrong as well. The instructions have it. There we go. There we go. I thought I got it wrong. I did not. Okay. There we go. And those. Yep. Make sure that that moves around. Yep. Yep. All right. Cool. So now we are going to affix this with a bunch of BM screws. So we are going to go into that position. I see. Opposite side. Yeah, this might actually be good over here. Kind of keep the screws off screen these days. Oh, this is so cool. Tighten right down, nice. Okay, so then we're going to go here and here. Especially so I'm not reaching across the model as well. There we go. This is awesome. Okay, and then we're going to go here and here. Okay, so that is put into place. Let's see what that looks like on the top. For whatever reason. A little worried about that one there, so I'm going to go ahead and untighten this one over here. Yeah, they're supposed to move freely, and this one is not. Alright, I went ahead and got that fixed. Been making sure that things are moving as I've been tightening things down, just to make sure. So let's go ahead and get this one tightened down and see how this turned out. There we go. Super cool. All right. So yeah, they kind of sitting there a little funny, but you know, they're. I wonder how the mechanism works. I wonder if there's like a push-up or something like that that we're going to be using. So very interesting. Okay, so that's installed. Super cool. So now let's go ahead and get our PCM put in. I'm going to go ahead and slide this off to the side. Put on a pair of gloves because I do not want to try to touch this too often without wearing gloves. Just because I don't want the oils from my hands to contaminate the surface and cause any corrosion. So here's our PCM, which is pretty cool. Alright, so now we're going to be installing the PCM just like this, right here. I want to make sure that I'm getting it in its proper spot. Yep, just like that, right there. So now we are going to take 2 FM screws, and those are these ones here, the ones we haven't used yet, which is super cool. A little bit bigger. We're going to use them in the back. And I'm going to be extraordinarily careful tightening these down. Do not want to crack this board. There we go. Tighten it down just enough. Not too much. Oh no. There we go. There we are. Okay, so now we're going to grab 2 BM screws, and they're going to go on the back. Just enough, not too much. Okay, final screw there. There we go. So now we need to plug the battle section lights. Okay, so I see. Where did that one go? It's over here somewhere. There it is. And these ones are the ones that blink. So these ones are going to get plugged into the spot right next to where the switch goes. And it's going to get plugged in, and this is the only time it's ever going to get plugged in. This is super cool. Don't need to worry about messing up the pins. As long as you get it right the first time. Which we almost didn't. Well, they're not messing up the pins. Haha. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to thread the two bulbs. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one away. And we're going to thread the two bulbs back through here. So I'm going to go ahead and slide the switch. Oh no. What did I do? I need to loosen this one. Can't believe we did that. Good job, Jordan. Oh no. Don't. Please don't. Ugh. I'm gonna fish this wire out. I'll be right back. Okay. I was able to get that fished out of there. I just had to remove 4 of the screws again. Oh, Jordan. Never stop being you. Jesus. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and slide that out of the way. Now we're going to take our wires here, and we are going to have each one of these go out through here. That's going to stay right there. And that is just going to get routed right through this area right there. Okay, perfect. So that's put into place. Now we're going to thread them again. Now it's saying to thread, so it's going to come up through here, and then it wants us to go back down. Okay. Just kind of looking at my diagram right now, making sure that I'm understanding it correctly. So the wires come out. Can only go through that way. Okay. So it's going to go over the top like this. Through here. Now this way. I see. Oh, and there's even like a little bit of a wire channel right here for it too. Okay, cool. So it's going to go down and in. And then back up. Nice. There we go. And just tuck those off to the side. These are both of our blinking lights, our running lights. Okay, so those are both put into place. Let's go ahead and flip it back over. Oh, here comes the cool part. So we are going to take this. Move that out of the way. And what we're going to do, just slide that forward here. we need to identify all of our lighting sections here. So that's right. That's right. Just getting everything cleaned up and separated to make sure I know where everything's going. This is where I made the decision to stop spreading out my wires right in between these two stages. There we go. And then we have, this is a very gentle wire right here. I do not want to break it. It keeps getting caught. Okay. So now we need to left Windows lights and right Windows light and thread them through. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on my picture here. Through this one here. Okay, do the same thing over on this other side. Okay, so those are down and in. Now we need to, the rear window light, left and right through the skeleton is shown. So this one is going to go same way underneath. So underneath here. Pull that through. If I can find it. There's so many wires these days. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing over here to the other side. So those are through. No, they go over the top. I see. So. Top here and then through this one. Let's see. Okay. So now, impulse engine light is going to go right through here. Okay. All right, and I think the next part is bring the two pieces together while pulling the wires through. So I'm going to be very careful with the impulse because I know one of the commenters mentioned be very careful because they had to replace theirs a couple of times. I'm not trying to have that, see? This one needs to be bent back. That one needs to be bent back. See? Okay. There's like little wire drops here. That to come back through. incredibly complicated. I apologize for the silence, but I need to make sure I'm doing this the right way. Where are the screw points? We're going to have 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Let's see. Let's try to get our screw points to line up. This is going to require our wire bundles to get spread here a little bit. I'm going to try to line up one connection point and see what the holdup is. I think the connection point I'm going to try to line up is the bottom one. Okay, I got that one lined up. Oh no. Just being very careful with my wires here. We're going to grab a CP screw. Drop it into its slot. Let's see what we got. Connection. Very nice. Okay. I'm not going to tighten that down too hard. So I make sure that all of my wires are through and in their proper spots. Okay. Now, for whatever reason, does it stick up? It does stick up, that's right. I was like, why is it not seating down properly right here? And I'm like, wait, that's right. It creates a seamless seam with the saucer section. So now, just making sure that all my wires are not bunched through here. Pull that one up just a little bit. Those ones are through, that one's through, that one's through, that one's through. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and grab another CP screw. Let's see what we can't do about cinching this bad boy down. Not even close. That's a little bit better. The other. This is going to cinch up and get I'll be right back. Okay, I've been really fighting with this for a minute, and I believe that there's supposed to be a gap there. I will find out. What I'm seeing right now is there's just a big gap right in between here, and there's nothing I can do about it. So instead of fighting, let's just go ahead and continue on. Let's get our piece tightened down over here. There we are. Get our screw put back in the back piece here. There we go. What is that one in? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so our neck is attached, but There's a gap in there, and I'm not quite sure what that's all about. If you guys know if that's supposed to be... I think this month in between, I'm going to try to figure out what this is all about. I think it just needs a little bit of encouragement. Oh, maybe the frame is bent a little bit here. The frame, I think, is a little bit bent. So I'm able to kind of move it. So I'll do some work to get that all sealed up here this month. So now, let's go ahead. I'm going to take these gloves off because it's driving me nuts. Feels like I'm at work. Alright, now we're going to do some of the wire work. And let's just stop for a second and just... I know that's a little janky right there, but let's just stop for a second and look at that. Like, this is culmination of a couple months worth of work here, y'all, and that's super satisfying to me. Like, that is super satisfying to me. So, let's go ahead and get some cable management done and get some of our stuff plugged into our PCM, which is also super awesome. I'm really excited about that. So, we are going to take our wires that are coming in from... Let's figure out where each side is coming in from. Figure where everything is. So 14D is going to be the impulse engine here. Yep. Okay. So we're going to start with the right side over here. So 14D, we have this one. That's an LED that's just going nowhere. 14D is going to go in right here. So I'm going to route it around the other side here, sorry. I'll worry about 14D in a minute. Okay, let's start with wire mess here. There's that. There's those. Okay. So we have our two over here. So this is going to be, if we're looking at it from this perspective, which it wants me to do, it wants us to take this one, and this is a B. Interesting. Oh, I see. Got it. So it's going to come up. These two come up and plug in. There's 1, 2 here. So it's going to be these two here. We're going to plug into, so it's going to go right here. It wants us to route it through the bottom of the frame, which makes total sense to me, so it keeps it nice and tidy. I'm going to grab my tweezers here. Okay, so that one is through. I'm just gonna make sure I get it pulled. The label is making things difficult, so let's go ahead and get that pulled through. I don't know if we need the label anymore, but we'll keep it on there. And then we're gonna route the same one here, the same way. Or the, not the same one, but the next one the same way. Wait, it wants us to go down. Not up above, I see. Lovely. Okay, that's simple enough. No actual routing there, just kind of tucking. I'm going to remove these as they're unnecessary. Okay. This one's going to get plugged in next to it. Those two are in. Now, I'm just going to take them. Cable manage our wires here around the edge. Take a pair of tweezers here, pull them over, kind of tuck them around the outside here. I want this to stop being a wiry spaghetti mess. Very nice. See if I can get it tucked behind here. Careful around the piecing in here. There we go. Very nice. Tuck it next to the PCM as best as we can do. There we go. Those are nice and tucked away. Okay, that's taken care of. Very nice. Now let us go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. So this wire, this light, just for whatever reason, I don't know where it goes. Where do you go? Let it go somewhere, so we'll figure that out later. I'm just like, okay. So now we are going to grab our other two wire sets here. I'm going to move the switch out of the way over here. That one's going to come over here and is going to 14D is going to follow these. So that one is going to go in right here. And there we are. Go ahead and get those with the other wires, and I'm going to go ahead and get these all bundled up nicely in between episodes. Okay. So now we're going to take the other side and do the same thing over here as we did there. Remove the tag. That's plugged into place. Let's go ahead and cable manage it if we can. Absolutely. Okay, let's grab the other one. That's gonna go there. Those cables kind of tucked in and hidden as best we can, so as not to disrupt the mechanism here. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take our plug. Plug it in right here to 20G. There we go. And our switch, excuse me. And it looks like we actually got all this wired up. Let me go ahead. I'm going to take a second and we'll be right back so I can get some of this cable management all wrapped up. Be right back. All right, my friends. It was kind of advantageous, actually, for us to take a pause there to do some cable management. I was this close to being out of space on my phone. I'm about to upgrade my phone here. This at the end of this week. I'm actually doing it. I'm going to pick myself up an S23 Ultra as the S24 is about to come out and the price is about to drop. So it's super awesome. I went ahead and did some good cable management here, at least I think. I'm not sure if I'm making a mistake here right now, so I didn't do super tight on my tape. But I went ahead and just conduited this and tried to keep everything as nice and tidy as possible. I'm actually really pleased with the way this turned out. So, that is the bottom. Let's go ahead and move on to where we're going to be finishing up this stage here and this package, which is super cool. So we're going to switch over here to the top, and we're going to be careful. And what we're going to do is we are very simply just going to be dropping our batteries in. So we got their AAAs. 2 positives and a negative. This one, for whatever reason, decided to get in the wrong spot. And the negative, there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and take our cover. I don't know why they made us take the cover off. This is the cover off the testing battery pack. I'm not sure why they made us do this, so it's kind of interesting. They made us take us off the other ones. So anyway, let's go ahead and get that put into place. Screw it down. Just make sure we got it in the right spot. Oh. So I'm going to go ahead and switch off. That's super cool. I'm going to hit the switch and turn us off real quick so I can connect this up here. That was super cool. Okay. So, I was a little worried that maybe some things were not connected correctly, obviously. Right, so, let's see all the stuff turn on and blink. I'm like, oh yeah. Super cool. Now, this is probably going to be a cool and satisfying moment for me. Oh, man. That was super cool. So, there is the top of the battle section complete. Let's go ahead and throw the switch. And nothing happened. Okay, so when that didn't work, I had to go through and kind of assess what the issue was. And there was a small connection on the battery pack where it needs to ground out on this piece. And so let us go ahead and throw the switch, which is super cool and satisfying. There's our blinking lights for our running lights, and then our impulse engine's all lit up. We got all of our lights here in the back. Got a light that's going to plug into something somewhere later. There is a little bit of work I'm going to have to do with some light bleed around here, but the areas where I did put the tape, it did work really well. So, there it is, my friends. We have a completed package, and that looks really, really good. Let me go ahead and turn out our overhead. Yeah, there we are. So, this has been an adventure. This wound up turning, this last episode wound up turning into 2 episodes. And so I got my wish. I got 6 episodes out of this package, and I'm super happy. And it has definitely been a fun adventure building it all day today. So I just want to say thank you. I know you guys had a million things you could have done today, and you spent a little bit of time watching me build a model, which is pretty cool. If you guys have any questions, comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you have a wonderful day in this beautiful world wherever you happen to be. And just remember that revenge is a dish that's always best served not lukewarm, but ice cold.